Hey y'all, I just wanted to post a video, a little bit of progress that I got today. I figured out where I'm going to put the computer. It's going to go up here, somehow. It's where the speaker would go, but it's not going to happen. I'm still going to have heat and stuff, so I got to make sure that I keep everything away from that. So that's why it's going up there. The relays and whatnot are going to be tucked up kind of out of the way, but still accessible. I got that all figured out. I have the master cylinder mounted. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see the bolts and whatnot there. My pedal, I'm going to have to space it out about 2 inches or so. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that. I knew it was gonna be plausible, so I'm not too surprised by it. I figured out why I was having problems with reverse on the shifter. My idiot self had the reverse rod upside down. So now it goes through all the gears just fine. I still haven't put the fuel pump on, but I got all of this stuff figured out. I got these hoses ran, those hoses ran. All this figured out for the most part. I gotta figure out the power steering stuff still. That's where the clutch master cylinder is. Still got to do the slave cylinder, get that all figured out. It's getting late. This is what I came up with to secure the radiator. It's not secured yet, it's just there and holding itself up. But I gotta get some rubber for down here and some way to make it not want to slop around if this doesn't hold it well enough. It may not. I don't know. This sucks, but it is what it is. I gotta figure out a way to attach it over here. I might run just a bunch of zip ties to the hose when I get it on. I don't know. I got, more of this figured out with what I'm going to do with everything. I'm going to put the battery probably right there. It'll still be accessible and it's on decent flooring there. But yeah, holes in the floor or whatever, no big deal. Did hack this damn thing when I was cutting the hole for the wiring harness, but I have one. I just have to put it in, but I'm gonna be running all of the wires right along with that to come up to the back, so it's not the end of the world. And I think it was $75, so it was a $75 whoopsie, but it happens. For all of this stuff, I'm not going to be running the factory gauges. I have them, but I'm just going to list them for sale. I have the insert here, and I'll just make something, put a piece of aluminum in here and do something with some gauges and stuff, because I need to hide all of this, obviously. But this is where my clutch pedal will go. You can see it, but it won't line up with the master cylinder right now. So I'm gonna have to drop the bolt down a little bit here and space it out a little bit. Like I said, it's another thing that sucks, but it is what it is, and it's not that big of a deal. But this is the shifter. And you got first, second, and now oh, that's because that was already in third and fourth. This is first, second, third, fourth, and reverse. So that works. This is, flimsy, but it ought to hold. Probably run another brace here when I fill in this hole a little bit. I did extend the drive shaft today, so tomorrow I'll be getting that in when I do finally finish the wiring part of it. And apart from the slave cylinder and stuff, I think I have everything figured out for the most part. So tomorrow I should be able to at least start the thing. Finally. There's still a whole lot to do, but I might be able to meet my goal of driving it at least, forward and back this weekend. Not necessarily taking it down the road, but that's fine. I can deal with that. As long as it starts and runs, really. This weekend, I think I'll be happy enough. But yeah, that's about it for tonight. I've been here for hours after work, and I still don't feel like I got nearly enough done for the amount of time that I've been here. It just seems like this car is taking forever in 16 days. I don't really know why. I gotta run a couple of more wires in here, but it shouldn't be too bad. Gotta get the starter on and do those wires and stuff. And I'm not gonna be using the stock ignition anymore. I have these for switches that I'm gonna be using, but this right here is ignition on and start. And then I gotta figure out what all I gotta get for the headlights and hook up the fans, all that stuff. But it's coming along. Should be running this weekend. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, I'll post another vid probably tomorrow. Alright, bye YouTube.